Guys, what's going on? And unbeknownst to even myself, oh, we got a tech video, and this is going to be a kind of an addendum on top of a video I did before. So, as you guys might remember if you followed the channel, that the last patch of MK1 buffed Frost in such a way that it gave Smoke a true looping vortex, especially in the corner. So I am here today after some fooling around and trying it both in practice and in real matches. I have optimized this vortex down to like the minute detail. And not only does it work in the corner, it works mid-screen too. I have found a uniform thing you can do that works everywhere on screen and gets you similar results. So let's go into it a little bit at a time here. So what I was doing before was you would launch somebody and then you would do forward 1, 2, 1 plus 3 into orb. You had enough time to get the orb out, and then you could chase them down or something and threaten a throw or a strike that would put them into the orb. The problem was, especially mid-screen, is certain characters could just jump back out of this, or they could do certain specials that moved them out of the way. You just didn't have enough frame advantage in this situation. It was definitely more real in the corner. So I have found the way to optimize this situation, but it does require you to do some things that are more mindful, and it requires you to do confirms that are not normal if you want the damage to add up. So what's the deal here? So the thing you have to do is we have two enders that we're going to talk about here. So mid-screen, you want to do 3-2 into just 1-1 back forward 3. If I turn the frame data on, this gives you plus 61 of knockdown advantage. If you do, you can also do 3-4-4 back 4-3, and this gives you plus 58. So both of these are viable, but I prefer 1-1 back 4-3 because it leaves them a lot closer to you. Okay. So that means if you want to spend a bar, right, if you want to dump damage into it, what you're going to have to do then is you're going to have to do EX dash cancel extensions. So an example of what you might do with like a 1 bar confirm is like this. As you can see. So that allows you to still hit like 30-ish for 1 bar, you get a little more damage, and you get to keep the situation mid-screen. You get to consistently apply it. And then if you really want to, because you can waste time by doing this, you can do something like this, then do this. Get a little more damage out. And on top of that, you waste enough time off of a freeze in order to get a better situation, right? So that means you can do like this. They do 4-3-2, 2-1-2, EX dash 3-2, jump 1-1 back 4-3. And I'm gonna actually put myself in the corner here to have more room to move around in. So this is pretty good. So like, let's say on an optimal block punishing with a jab. So, what are your options here then? What are you doing? So, first I want to show you, I have Johnny Cage and Sonya, and Serena here, because they both have the fastest wake-up attacks. They're both invincible and armored in the game that I'm aware of, from what I remember. So like I said, Johnny, first we're going to do Shadow Kick, Enhanced Shadow Kick. So when you do this ender, You have enough time to block. Let's do that again. Right? You have enough time to block. If you do 3-4-4 instead, you not only have time to block, depending on their armored move, you might have a better situation. Because the farther amount of spacing that you have. So, why does this matter? So, this matters because this allows you to consistently bait every single wake-up attack in the game without having to make any kind of niche consideration for, like, you know, the way the hitbox on the move works or something like that. Like, the old Vortex, for example, if Noob wanted to wake up EX sweep, it was kind of hard to deal with. There was, like, not a lot of ways to actually lock him down. So this gives you pretty universal Oki answers because you have plenty of room, right? So I'm going to show you again now what this could look like, right? So let's say you just EX Shadow Kick on Wake Up. I'm going to go with that. So that sequence right there, all I did was 3-2, jump 1-1 back 4-3, place the orb and block the move, right? Now, if you were being optimal, you would do something like this for that situation. Like, I think you can do 3-2 there, if I recall. If not, there's something else you could probably do. Actually, you could probably just do stand 3. Oh, yeah. And then you would loop it again. So, that's very powerful, right? So you get to do that. Now I'll set him to do a nut punch instead, because that's invincible. It's not armored. Same deal. What if he tries to... I think it's Demonic Dance, right? Yeah. What if he tries to wake up with Serena? He whiffs, right? Right? So, as you can see, this is pretty stable, right? So, now we're going to talk about like what your routing is going to look like if we do to optimize damage where you want to. So, first things first, it's not really going to ever be worth it to spend 2 bars on these situations, probably. Like, I mean, you could try. The problem is it's probably going to end up looking, like, how can I demonstrate? It's probably going to end up looking something like this, so... Like, you're not squeezing out much more damage for putting 2 bars. But, you know, if it's going to kill, if it's going to confirm that the mix-up will kill, that's fine. So, let's talk a little bit about why, another big reason why you want to do this 3-2 into 1-1 back 4-3 or 3-4 back 4-3 ender. And let me look at 2-1-1-2. Maybe 2-1-1 is better mid-screen to this. I don't think it is, though. Oh, it's 59. Okay, let's do that. So, there are a few reasons why we do this. So, corner, I'm going to show you here real quick, because it buffs the throw option considerably. And we might be able to do it here. We'll have to see. So let's see if it works. So let's try with 3-4-4 instead. Yeah, you're just taking this. So So your throw option doesn't do a lot of damage here, right? But that's fine. The reason it's fine is just because of me. It's a consistent looping vortex, right? That's always good. You might be able to. Let's see if I can get it with here. Let's see. No. So I'll show you what I'm trying to demonstrate here. If you do this in the corner, you actually connect the first part of your back throw, which ups the damage on the throw option quite a bit. Which, as you can see, adds up quite a bit, right? So you're getting a 140 throw option to a full combo, or you're getting a 4-3 in the full combo, right? That still works the same. So you're doing like this, right? So you get the idea. This further adds to my hypothesis that Frost is like a top 3 cameo for Spoke right now. So like, I'm going to show off, for example, just how bad this can get. The other thing to keep in mind is if you want to go for a single mix-up, which means you want to just do one combo into the setup and go for the mix once, you want to optimize your damage, then you can make use of, ice carpet to do that. So you can do something like this. And that's over half-life right there, as you can see. That's over 60% lost, and you did it for 1 bar. And even if you don't spend any bar whatsoever, it's still about 60 in total, right? That is pretty scary to deal with, and of course this increases in threat level if you have failed below, locked and loaded, ready to go. So I'm going to start with a jab, just to really demonstrate this, how much this can add up to, okay? So pretty good return, right? And even with the throw, it's not bad. So this is obviously pretty powerful. Now you can also do mid-screen. I want to show this off real fast. So mid-screen, your options are going to kind of look like this. So first, put the orb up, forward dash into throw. That's the starter. Dash up into, I think we're going to do 4-3 here still, if I'm correct. Yeah, you can't sweep them, so we're going to do that. Might have to do 4-3-2 in full, actually. So the reason that I'm not really worrying about the low not working there, even if it's not consistent, is because you're doing a dash up throw, it actually opens up back to hit. Okay, so what you'll end up getting is something like this. And this also loops back into the vortex. So if this works, it's a little tricky to get that, so I'll just do the easy one. So this is really rewarding damage-wise. I'll show this off again one more time. Cool. So it gives you the same situation. Plus 56, right? Basically, as long as you're plus 55 and above, this situation works for you. Okay? So as long as you're plus 55 or higher, you can run this vortex. There might turn out to be some niche cameo wake-up situations or armor move situations, but mostly you're going to be able to just run a train on people doing this. So the other thing that gets factored in to the back two option here is they can also do back two smoke bomb. Right? So that's another big thing. Another thing you can do is you can do a pump fake, essentially. I like to do this a lot. You're gonna do forward 4 and cancel it. After a single hit like this. Hold on. And you're going to do whatever, right? You're going to do either 1 or 2 hits of forward 4 and land. And that will also help you get in. If they try to duck the forward 4, they can't do anything about it because they have to deal with the orb because it's right on top of them. If they block, then, you can throw them into the orb. If they try to mash out, they're going to get hit by the orb. So that's pretty good, right? So mid-screen, we're not trying to tap them with the low so much. Mid-screen, you're just doing either dash up throw, or you're just trying to do back 2, 3, 4. As you can see. And as I said, the damage when you spend bar to do these combos to enable this vortex, it will add up if you spend a bar. So I like to, whenever I get a hit anymore with this team, I like to spend the bar like every time because it does add up. Like I'll start with a jab again for demonstrating with like the least amount of damage starting out. As you can see, right? They could be fucking dead in just 2 hits from a very, very real mix-up. Now, I want to go over this again. I went over it in the original video, but I should go over it again. Of course, you're going to say, okay, Trini, but what about a delayed wake up? Does delayed wake up get out of this? So I'm going to show you. First, you can see there, not much of a timing difference here. Make sure I have that correct. Yep. They have got delay on, and for some reason, it doesn't even look like they can delayed wake up off of this situation. It doesn't even look like they can. Because let's look at that again, right? I'm going to turn the delay back off. What's the difference? Right? It's only slight. So, I mean, it just leads to all the options again. It just leads to all the options again. There's nothing they can do about it. So, that is the optimized Smoke Frost Vortex from what I found. So, I recommend, once again, I'm going to go over this again. So, my recommendation to you is mid-screen, do jump L1 back forward 3. And in the corner, do jump 3-4-4 back forward 3. Because you get a considerable damage increase. Right? 23% versus 26. You're dropping 3% if you don't do this in the corner. So I would suggest you do this in the corner. Now, like I said, there might be some room to do 2-1-1 mid-screen. I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyway, so that is the new optimized Smoke Frost Vortex in theory. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope you found it helpful. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. I'm probably going to make some more content for MK1, surprisingly, because I still find this game fun, and I still find new things to do with it. So, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later.